a large silver aerofoil. He's the national points champion, and he is in fact racing pending an appeal on a 3-month ban, which has been issued to Russell for dangerous, believe it or not, in stock car racing. And hoping that the appeal will see him okay to continue a race. We'll see how he gets on this afternoon in the Formula 2s, because the green flag is down and they're away and racing. And they go white top down the home straight, off into the first turn. Around that turn, the yellows now pushing and vying for positions. Now, Russell Taylor, not surprisingly, the first of the Red Sox to get away. The last one away, Chris Emery in the 133 car. And we're with the lead cars now coming back into the home straight. And it looks as though it's the 871 car that goes through in the lead there. That's 73, Peter Overton, taking that bend and into the back straight. The white tops going through, the yellows following them through, and already Russell Taylor up with some of the low graders who started at the front. There's Taylor pushing his way through in the 744 car. And the rest of the starmen tucked in behind. There's Paul Roach in 722, former teammate of Russell Taylor when they were known as the Bandits, but these days Paul Roach racing on his own in the 722 car. There's a tangle on that turn. Rob Shearer, white top driver 46, in trouble down there. Now there's Russell Taylor going through. Right behind him, Scottish driver Jimmy Wallace in 16. And there's Taylor pushing through. He's under pressure now from Paul Roach in 721. Martin Lamb, another starman there with them in 52. So the starmen working their way up through the field. But it's Russell Taylor who leads those starmen, and you can see him just disappearing into that bend at the end of that straight in 744, climbing up through the places. And not finding too much traffic to worry about at the moment. So he throws his car into that turn. The number 29 of John Reed just in front of him. He'll be intending to pass John Reed this time down the straight, into that bend. And just a tap on the bumper there, Reed is forced out wide, and Russell Taylor moves through nicely on the inside. So there's Taylor climbing through the field in 744. The leader's coming back on the home straight now. And it looks as though it's 871 Ray Armstrong who has the lead position. So Taylor must be up in 3rd or 4th place now in 744. Down that straight he goes, chasing the leaders, and they're on the leading bunch. Taylor in 4th place, in fact. And it's Armstrong the leader. 871, he goes through. Russell Taylor moving through the 3rd there. 36, Ed Panney's under pressure now from Russell Taylor. Panney is in 2nd place. That's the 1, 2, 3. Down that straight they go, into the next turn. Armstrong forced out wide, and Panic gets the bumper treatment from Taylor. But Panic still holds on to the lead. Taylor comes out wide down the straight. Down into the bend he goes. He'll nip back onto the inside and try to shove Panic out, but he's not close enough. Now he tries to get again down that back straight. And there's a tackle there. That's 871, the early leader, Ray Armstrong. He's gone now. And Russell Taylor goes past them, and he's taken the lead from Ed Pannett. So Taylor in the lead in 744. 101, John Rutter there in trouble. He's on the infield. And that's the top two, and it's Russell Taylor, 744, looking as though he's going to go away from the rest of the field now. Ed Pannett in 2nd place in 36. And those two seem to have quite a lead over the rest of them. Well, there's Taylor. That's the pits bend he goes round now, with Ed Pannett still 2nd in 36. So Taylor in amongst the back markers, round from the turnstile bend into the home straight, past that parked car. Mr. Starter just telling them they've got 5 laps to run. So we're into the closing stages of this opening heat for the Formula 2 stock cars. Now Russell Taylor has the advantage, a clear advantage in 744. Around that parked car again, onto the home straight. Ed Pannett 2nd in 36. Jimmy Wallace back in 3rd in car number 16. There he goes. And Paul Roach moving through in 722. And in fact, it looks as though it's Roach who's in 3rd place, not Jimmy Wallace. That's John Love at 760, who's rolled away onto the middle. And it looks as though he's going to drop out of the race. Russell Taylor has less than 3 laps to run now. The lead position with Ed Pannett 2nd in 36. Taylor goes down the match straight, down towards the turnstile bend, holding on to a clear lead. So round he goes again, and he's now got less than 2 laps to run. That's 2nd place Ed Pannett in 36. Taylor holding on to the lead, and barring any unforeseen incidents, he's well on his way to victory in the opening heat. Chris Emery grinds to a halt there behind that parked car. 133 Chris Emery, Starman. We're not showing high up the places in this one. Russell Taylor's on his last lap in the 7:44 car. There's Panic second. Walbridge closing in on him in 7:22. Down around the turnstile, then they go. There's the checkered flag. And Russell Taylor wins heat 1. Ed Panic finishes in second place. So the checkered flag out as the minor place drivers come through at the end of the racing distance in the first heat for the Formula 2 stock cars. And the 1, 2, 3, Russell Taylor the winner, car 744, second. The yellow top driver, 36, Ed Panic. And in third place, Starman Paul Roach in car 722 with another event for them this afternoon, and that's the green flag. They're away and racing. We've just seen Russell Taylor win the opening race of the day for the twos. He's in this one along with the other Starmen, and there they are. And Russell Taylor once again moving away, the first of the Starmen to get into the action. And the last man away, as before, was Chris Emery in 133. And there is Taylor going through the field. Superb stock car driver who doesn't meet with the approval of everyone out there racing, although he meets with the approval of most of the fans on the terraces for his up-and-atom stock car action. And there he is, surging through the field again. John Rigg under pressure now in 29, just in front of Taylor. And somebody rolling off onto the infield there. Looks like Ed Panic, in fact, who went rather well in the first heat and scored a second place. He certainly won't score a second in this one. And there's John Rigg in trouble, 29. Peter Overton just alongside him in 73. With John Rigg back on track. And it looks as though, just for a moment there, he got a flat back tyre, but I think it was just the curb bouncing around. And there's Taylor making light work of some of the low graders in this event. 7:44, moves around that turn. And there's John Rigg in trouble in car number 29. Looks as though the bonnet's flown up. And tangle on the home straight, and that's one of the Starmen in trouble there. It's Chris Emery in 133. He's tangled out with John Lovett in 760. So Taylor looks as though he's in the lead and clear of the field. That's Jimmy Wallace from Scotland in number 16. Unable to live with Taylor at the moment. So Wallace goes around that turn, car number 16, with Paul Broach behind him in 722. And another Starman in touch there with the leaders is Martin Lamb in 52. So with very little traffic to worry about, the Starmen are making their way forward. That's the battle on behind the lead man. Martin Lamb just nudging John Lovett aside there in 760. Nicely done by Martin Lamb. That's the way to shift them over. And now white top Dave Pinkney has the cheek to have a go at yellow top John Lovett. John Lovett suddenly realises he's just been passed by a white top and fights back. Meanwhile up front it's Russell Taylor there about to lap Starman Chris Emery, the 133 car. So Taylor nicely clear of the field. Down the home straight he goes again. And in this sort of mood, Taylor is quite capable of making a clean sweep of all the Formula 2 events today. Through down the home straight, and that's the gap before we come to the second place man. Still no sign of him, just coming out of that turn now. There he is, Jimmy Wallace, number 16. The Starman from Scotland. He's in second place, and he's a good half a lap behind Russell Taylor, with Martin Lamb holding third in car number 52. There is the third place man, Martin Lamb. And we're going into the closing stages of this one. A nice shot there of Jimmy Wallace juggling with the steering wheel as he tries to get it round the turn. And less than 4 to run now for Russell Taylor as he goes around the pits turn. Back markers around him. And Russell Taylor making it look very easy at the moment, but if he should hit trouble and tangle out with a back marker, there will be a roar from the sections of the crowd who don't like his style of driving, and there'll also be a moment of pleasure from Jimmy Wallace because that will put him in the lead. But as yet, no problems for Russell Taylor. He's rounding that turn again. He's down the home straight, and this looks like the 2 laps to run signal. There it goes. So Taylor again down that straight, round the turn. Got the track weighed up to perfection, and he's about to start his last lap. And there's Jimmy Wallace going through. And then Martin Lamb. So second and third have just gone through. Meanwhile, the leader comes back down the home straight, and Russell Taylor wins his second Formula 2 race of the afternoon in car 744. Second place in that one went to Scottish driver Jimmy Wallace in 16, and third Lancashire driver Martin Lamb in car number 52. Stock cars, and this one is their final of the afternoon, the main race, and they're on the rolling lap. And the question is, who, if anyone, can stop Russell Taylor from making it a hat-trick of wins? Certainly the way he went through the field in the first 2 heats, it is unlikely that anyone can stop him on sheer speed. But you never know, there might just be a back marker tangle waiting for him. We shall see, because they're under starters' orders. And now they're racing as the green flag is waved into the Formula 2 stock car final of the afternoon. Around the first turn they go. And a bit of pushing and shoving there. The star men trying to stop Russell Taylor before he gets too far away from them. That's the leader coming through, Dave Pinckney in 747, the leading white top. John Rigg in 29 goes around the turn. And on the back straight, Ed Panic just in front of him in car number 36. We saw Ed Panic do rather well in the first heat this afternoon when he took second place. There's Taylor going through. 614, Steve Sheehan in trouble. He's on the infield and seems to be out of the running. And that's 29, John Reed then down the back straight. Oh, and he almost tipped it over then. Just got his wheels on the curb, and the back wheels just wouldn't go round, so he was up in the air. And the John Reed car does look as though it's just a bit awkward to handle, the number 29 car. And there's the man, Russell Taylor, 744. There's Ed Panic, 36, moving down the back straight. And that's our lead man coming back into the home straight, going out very wide there, going through, and Russell Taylor moving through. Looks as though he's third now. One of the star men, I think it's Jimmy Wallace, 16, still well in touch with Russell Taylor. It is indeed. Wallace just going through there. And there is Wallace, in touch with Taylor. Still in the early stages. 9:24, Paul Carter separates them at the moment. Wallace trying to get past Carter and continue his challenge on Russell Taylor. And that's the top three down the back straight into the turnstile bend. 36, Ed Panic has the lead. Russell Taylor is second in 744. Jimmy Wallace third in 16. There they go down the home straight. Paul Carter goes through in fourth place. And Russell Taylor not getting away from them yet, but he's now bidding to take the lead from Ed Panic as they go down that straight. There's the touch of the bumper. Panic trying to fight back there. But Taylor's through. He's in the lead now in the 744 car. Panic trying to stay with him. Wallace trying to stay in touch with them. And that's the 1, 2, 3 this time down the back straight. Taylor in the lead. Panic holding second. Jimmy Wallace chasing him through in third place. And now Wallace bidding to go second and keep up the challenge on Russell Taylor. Behind them comes Phil Van Herder in the 748 car. One of the blue top drivers down in about 5th or 6th position. Well, there's Taylor in the lead. Wallace lapping that back marker, Dave Chance, 8.54. And still Taylor not shaking off Wallace completely as they come through again. Certainly Taylor is in the position that he can't afford to make a mistake at the moment, because Wallace right there. Oh, and Dave Pinckney, 747, has got a problem there with the back spoiler hanging off the car. Dave Chance in trouble there on the home straight, and he's very lucky to get that car into the infield instead of in the fence ripping an axle out. And that's the battle for the lead. Taylor has it, but Jimmy Wallace still holding on just about in car number 16. And he'll be hoping that Russell Taylor just gets held up behind a couple of back markers just to give him a chance to close in and maybe nudge the Taylor car out wide. But no sign of back marker problems yet for Russell Taylor. That's John Lovett, 760. He's lapping now down on the back straights. And he certainly makes short work of the back markers. So just having a nudge at the back end of the Taylor car was Lovett. But we're going into the closing stages now. That was the 5 laps to run board that the starter was showing to the drivers. So Jimmy Wallace running out of time, and we can see that the gap has increased now. Wallace not in picture that time as they went down the back straight. There he is now, losing touch with Russell Taylor as we go through the closing stages of this Formula 2 final. And it really is beginning to look as though Taylor's going to make it a hat-trick of 2 heats and a final. There's Wallace still fighting hard, but he must know now that he's running out of time. Dave Pinckney still motoring around with that loose spoiler on the 747 car. John Rigg lapped for the second time by Taylor. Now 2 laps to run for Taylor. There's Wallace in second. Coming through into the home straight again, about to start the last lap. Russell Taylor goes through from that turn. There's Jimmy Wallace battling with back marker John Rigg. Around the turn once again into the home straight, and this time looking for the checkered flag. Russell Taylor in 7:44 wins the Formula 2 final. Jimmy Wallace finishes second in car number 16. And the battle for third place, it looks as though it's Ed Pannett across the line third in all the races this afternoon, the 2 heats and the final. And this time he starts at the front of the grid, just cleaning off his visor on the helmet there, asking for a push start from the car behind. And the reason he starts at the front of the grid is that having won the final, the third race, he's now handicapped by 1 full lap. So he has to lead the white tops round on the rolling lap, and it's going to make things rather interesting as he comes from that 1 lap handicap, because the mood he's in, he's quite capable of winning this race from the handicap. And as far as the grading points are concerned, any driver who starts with the 1 lap handicap and can then get into the points placings actually gets double points, and he also gets double prize money. So Russell Taylor with that 1 lap handicap, giving the star men chance to try and get away from him. But no doubt when that green flag goes down, Russell will be off at a fair rate of knots, having of course clear track in front of him for at least half a lap. And there's the driver who must emerge as favourite to win this one if he can steer clear of trouble, having the opportunity to start a good distance in front of Russell Taylor. It's Jimmy Wallace in 16, because Jimmy chased Russell very hard in the Formula 2 final and only just failed to get past him. So they're beginning to just build up the speed a bit as they come under starters' orders for the Formula 2 all-comers race. There's the green flag. They're away and racing. How far up the places will Russell Taylor get from the 1 lap handicap? The yellow's moving away down there, and Jimmy Wallace off to a flying start in number 16. There's the leaders coming through. Dave Chance in 8.54 has the lead position. Ed Pannett, another driver who's gone well this afternoon, in 36, the yellow roof car. He's back in third place at the moment. And those are the leading 2 down the back straight. White tops in the early stages in the lead. Dave Chance in 8.54. That's 3rd, 4th and 5th, and Jimmy Wallace moving through very nicely in car number 16. And by my reckoning, he's up into 4th place now. So there they go, and we'll see how far up the grid Russell Taylor has got at the moment. Well, he's half a lap down on the starmen now, and already picking off one of the back markers. So those are the leaders. Through they go. Dave Chance in 8.54 and Jimmy Wallace through to 2nd in 16. Ed Pannett giving a rough ride on that turn. He almost took Wallace around there, but Wallace managed to hold on. And Wallace now trying to take the lead position in number 16. And through he goes into the lead. Wallace leader, Pannett 2nd in 36. 2 drivers who've had a good afternoon's racing here at the Aycliffe Stadium. So they're 1st and 2nd, with Paul Carter in 3rd now in 9.24. There they are. first and second down that straight into the turnstile bend. So let's see how far up the grid Taylor has got now as the leaders go through down the home straight. And there he is, and he's just half a lap down on the leader. So he's up into about 9th or 10th place, I would think, but half a lap down on the leader, and that's quite easy for him to make up the way he's been going this afternoon. So those are the drivers who are imminently going to come under pressure from Russell Taylor. Chris Emery 1-3-3, Taylor and Charlie of the Reds at the moment. And there's Taylor coming down the back straight behind John Rigg 29, who almost turns over again on that turn. His car seems to like that curb and gets airborne every time. 36 Ed Pannett has now been passed by that man, Martin Lamb, in 52. So that wraps Pannett down another place. And there's Taylor, he's edging closer to them. He's on the same straight as some of the place drivers now. Virtually certain to get in amongst the paid placings. But can he catch the leader, Jimmy Wallace? Well, there's Wallace going through. So Wallace on the pits turn. Now moving down the back straight. So we see Wallace come off that turnstile bend in the number 16 car. We'll look for the chasing cars. Martin Lamb in second, and there's Ed Pannett third. Paul Carter 4, Phil Denherder 5, Chris Emery 6, and Russell Taylor 7. So Russell Taylor up into 7th place, threatening now to take 6th place from Chris Emery 1-3-3. And moving past that star man as though he was a novice driver there, Russell Taylor, really making it look easy. So Taylor into 6th, and it looks as though he's going to get up into the top 3 without too much trouble, but I think he's going to have a hard job to catch Jimmy Wallace, because he's not doing much about that half a lap distance between himself and the leader, Jimmy Wallace. Oh, and there's Taylor just forcing the pace a little bit. Now giving Ed Pannett a rough treatment around that bend. So Taylor certainly not hanging about as Ed Pannett finds out there, and round goes Pannett. Does well to recover, but certainly loses his position to Russell Taylor. Out of the shadow, into the sunshine he goes. So Taylor, by my reckoning, into 3rd place as he comes down the home straight again, going very close to the fence. They've got 3 laps to run. So it looks as though Taylor, in fact, in 4th place as Jimmy Wallace, the leader, goes through there in number 16. In second, it's 52, Martin Lamb. And Russell Taylor now up to 3rd place. So Taylor in 3rd, but I think that's probably as high as he's going to get, because the 2 in front of him are some way clear. It's Wallace and Lamb, 16 and 52. And that is the lead man, Jimmy Wallace, coming through from the turnstile bend onto the home straight. And he's about to take the checkered flag. I thought he was about to start his last, but in fact that was the checkered flag. So Jimmy Wallace takes it. Martin Lamb finishes 2nd in 52, and from the 1 lap handicap, home in 3rd place was Russell Taylor there in 7:44. So a good drive by Russell. Managed to get up into 3rd place. That'll double the points he gets for that position. But unfortunately for him, Jimmy Wallace and Martin Lamb managed to get away early on and secure the 1st and 2nd places. Jimmy Wallace, incidentally, the top Scottish driver in the Formula 2 World Championship, which comes next month. He starts on the 2nd row of the grid for that one. Russell Taylor down on the 6th row of the grid in the World Championship final. And that's really going to make things rather interesting. Well, that's our race winner here in the last Formula 2 event of the afternoon. From Scotland, car number 16, Jimmy Wallace.